Look at that double fish.
That's a beautiful image to start the podcast on. Welcome back to the Not So Original Podcast, as the name we decided on last time.
Hi,
I'm Jake.
I'm
Say hello
Malcolm.
to Malcolm again.
What it do? How are you? How was your
No,
week?
it's been alright, mate. Just going stir crazy, stuck inside.
Yeah, things will happen.
Yeah, just working from home and playing Red Dead Redemption. Great game. Fantastic game.
Never played it.
One of the greatest games ever made, honestly. I only finished it a few months ago and I've started playing it all again, and the hunting in it is just so therapeutic. Obviously I wouldn't be a hunter in like real life, like I completely disagree with that kind of thing, but in the game it's actually so therapeutic to just spend hours just looking for certain animals to get the perfect like pelts and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I've been doing this week. How about you, mate?
Nothing. Steph, my girlfriend left. She went back home just for a little bit, so I've been alone with my thoughts.
Is that the first time she's been back since this whole thing started?
Yeah.
So she needed the break.
She probably did, you know. I'm notoriously difficult to be around. For like.
I mean, you're not notoriously difficult to be around, but most of the time.
I've been known to be quite vexing.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Ignore the microphone today because we had some issues with my voice being really echoey at certain points in the last podcast. I don't know if you knew or you.
Nah.
Have you watched it back yet?
Bro, I did, and I have like they're startling revelations. I didn't know that I looked like my face just looks in pain every time I speak. It looks like I'm allergic to the words that I'm saying. Like cheek wise, it's like. Also, my voice, like when you know when you hear yourself like for the first time after you've been recorded. Like it's just like
it throws me off every time I make a video or something.
I didn't know my voice sounded like this now. Like again,
you lost the fake South African accent.
Yo, kiss my ass, bro. But again,
when Malcolm first moved back from South Africa, he had the most fake South African accent in the world. It sounded more like New Zealand than South Africa.
I will beat your ass, bro.
Just throwing some salt in there straight to start the podcast.
That was hot, man. Fuck.
Oh yeah, it's very warm. I've got like the warmest room in the house. It's horrible. We'll start properly with how we started last week. The worst person in the world, Cadal. We're looking at you.
Shout out my boy, though.
Shout out the boy. We do love him, but he is the worst.
Terrible.
Cadal. Not Cadal. Malcolm texted me yesterday very excitedly, like, I've got a story to tell about Cadal. So I was like, yeah, fair enough. I wasn't expecting to do a podcast again this soon. Like, Malcolm's notoriously bad at, like, having time to do these things.
Genuinely.
Like, he's always busy. So I was surprised that we've got one within, like, 2 weeks of doing the first one. So, Malcolm, do you want to start with your Cadal story today, then?
I mean, mine is, like... I've got two, but I'll save the bad one for like next time. So, like, I feel like Cadal is like, you know, he just doesn't take your emotional or your physical like needs into account with his actions. You know, like, when was it? Like remember when like it was. When the Beast from the East happened, and it was like the coldest winter like ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was bad, wasn't it? It was like it's like -4, like -6.
Before we go further, we point out that Cadal wears the same hoodie regardless of the weather. Whether it's absolutely boiling hot or it's freezing cold, Cadal will go outside in a shirt and a hoodie, and that's it.
That's my story, bro. How dare this boy? How dare this boy? Every time I remember there was one time like. I was working, I was cold, we started the shift at the same time. I get there, freezing. Big coat on, 2 hoodies, right? I'm cold. I get to work. Cadal, I see him. He's strolling down the street. This man is just wearing a hoodie. Zipped up. Hoodie zipped up. Sweating. It's -6. What's going on with this boy?
He's a strange individual.
Bro, he does not take your emotions and
No.
your physical being into account.
He doesn't
with
take his
actions,
own
bro.
physical well-being or emotions into account.
Oh.
So let's,
Disgusting behavior. What kind of behavior is that?
yeah. I don't know if you saw on Instagram. I put a little picture up. I'll show the camera. And I asked for people to send us some Cadal stories. So I'll read out a couple I've got here. I got 2 from Lily. Shout out Lily.
Big up,
She
Lily.
said, when he convinced me to jump off a boat in the ocean with him to swim in caves. Cadal doesn't swim. Cadal can't swim. Like, why is he trying to just swim in caves? Convincing his girlfriend at the time to jump off a boat to go swim in caves. He could have drowned.
We were talking about this the other day, and he was saying, like, when he went to the cave, he was very aware of the fact that, like, while he was going to the cave, that the waves were kind of like helping him.
I think he said this to me before as well. Yeah.
And then on the way back to the boat, so he was like, "Yeah, I'm good at not panicking. I'm good at not panicking." And then he was like, "There was a point where like I genuinely thought that I was gonna die," and I was like, "Cadal, what the fuck, dude? Why are you partaking in this activity if you know that you can't do it?"
What a guy!
We could have lost
What
our
a
boy.
guy! It's that story that they told when they all went to Ibiza for John's birthday, and Cadal got thrown in the pool, and Cadal just sat like cross-legged at the bottom of the pool, knowing he can't swim, and just tried to accept his fate that he was going to drown until someone dived in to get him out.
You know how elephants can just decide that they're gonna die, like, and
Yeah.
that's it. That's what. That's all I could think of when he was telling me that story.
Right, another one from Lily, where when he was going to get his flights to Amsterdam for my birthday, but we rinsed all our money in platinum lace instead and couldn't go. So, for those who don't know what platinum lace is, it is a gentleman's club. Let's put it lightly. But to be fair, Lily, you said it was we, not him. So you've got to take some of the blame there,
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
That was yeah. Yeah. Do you remember, like, they would always ask us if we wanted to go? I don't know.
I don't understand strip clubs. Like I've been a couple of times, but the best one was Las Vegas, and I've told you guys this story so many times before. Like, it's such a weird, like, it was the first full day that we were in Las Vegas, and like I'd had a banging headache the whole day because the day before we'd got up at like 4 a.m. in the morning to get our flight. We started drinking in the airport about 6:30, 7 in the morning. Then we got to it's a fucking 11.5-hour flight, and we just boozed all the way through it. I didn't get any sleep. Then get to Las Vegas, pretty much straight out there, going out on the strip, going out and drinking. So I had a banging headache. So I won't go through the whole day, but like by the end of the night there was only me and a few others left. And like I said, I had a banging headache, but we just like, because all these had gone home, we were like, well, we'll try a strip club, and so we got in this taxi, and the taxi driver starts driving, and we start getting chased by another taxi driver with a gun.
Jesus. I don't think you've ever told me the story before.
Oh, I must have, but we pull into like a petrol station or something in like a car park. We're all thinking, we're going to get shot here. We are going to die. But we don't. We're fine. But apparently the taxi driver we were with had stolen the fare off of the other guy, and that's how they react in America to stealing fares. It's to threaten people with guns because you're fucking idiots, America. Stop with the guns, honestly.
Stop
but yeah, then
like, just stop with everything.
just stop everything.
Like,
honestly,
just chill out for like a little bit. Like, relax. Have a break.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, ridiculous.
You don't need to do what you do on the regular.
No, you really don't. But then we get to the strip club, and in the middle of the two strip clubs in the club is a little mini wrestling ring. And what we didn't know was there was midget wrestling going on. So like every 10 minutes, the strippers would go and hide in the back. There'd be a midget wrestling match. So like the one guy dressed as like John Cena, one guy dressed as Big Show come out and start hitting each other with like trash cans and stuff like that. It was so surreal. But yeah, that's my strip club story. I have one more that we've been sent in. It's from boy Tom Shippen. Shout out Tom.
Lovely guy.
He said, I heard him laugh in the cinema when Iron Man died in Endgame and made a child cry. And then I vaguely remember him laughing when Iron Man did die. I was sitting with you two, like we watched it together, and I do remember him vaguely laughing when Iron Man died.
That was a good experience.
Yeah, I was a broken person that day.
Yeah.
I mean,
isn't that the time that I got you the wrong burger and you like freaked out?
Yeah. It was me and Cadal just drank all day. My story for this week is involving another one of his exes. I'm sorry, Vanessa, we love you, but I'm going to have to tell this story. It was Vanessa's birthday one year, and this was when you were in South Africa, so you weren't there, but we all went to Vanessa's house for this big party, and Cadal hadn't got Vanessa a birthday present yet. I don't know if it was money or whatever the situation was, but he hadn't got, like, either he hadn't brought the present or he hadn't got the present yet or whatever.
What kind of behavior?
But here in the evening, he just orders a Chinese for himself. Doesn't offer to anyone. Doesn't get Vanessa anything. He just gets a Chinese for himself at this big massive party.
Oh.
I love him.
I don't know, man. The boy needs Jesus sometimes, man. Oh, wow.
He needs something.
Wow. Oh, that's trash. So
trash. I love you, Cadal, but that's one of the worst things you've ever done. I remember being annoyed with you at the time, and it wasn't even about me.
Just imagine him sitting there, like, munching his chow mein, like, what? I didn't do anything. I don't know what I did.
So, that's our stories on the worst person in the world this week. Again, if you've got any more, feel free to comment below, or send us a message and we'll say them anonymously or whatever. Me and Malcolm will come up with some more. But yeah, that's that section done. We've both just been watching the FA Cup final. Do you want to give some quick thoughts on that, Malcolm?
Christian Pulisic is the devil.
I mean, he's not. He's a really good player. You're just jealous.
Yeah, no, he's like unbelievable. Actually, unbelievable. I remember, when he came on against Liverpool like a couple of weeks ago, like absolutely changed the game. And you could like genuinely like feel David Luiz's like anxieties,
the whole aura about David Luiz
as soon as he went off. But yeah, Aubameyang. What a player.
He's world class.
Oh my god.
Aubameyang is world class.
Special guy. Also awful referee.
I wouldn't mind taking him at Liverpool if he does leave.
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice it'll be nice for him to be reunited with Klopp, you know? Yeah. We can dream.
He work well as a left winger or up front. It's many factors, but referee. Was it Andrew Taylor today? I can't remember who it was. The referee.
I don't remember. I just remember.
He fucking ruined it. He ruined the game.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was awful. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I'm not a Chelsea fan, so I can say that in a pretty unbiased view. But Kovacic shouldn't be sent off. VAR should be used on so many more occasions than it was. I know that might not be the referee's fault, but there was also so many bookings and stuff that the referee.
Yeah,
he bottled it. He bottled it.
Like the Mount yellow card. That wasn't a yellow card. in my opinion. But whatever, you know.
I don't think I was looking at that point either, but
Also,
I was only half paying attention.
I'm sure Emi Martinez was out of his box as soon as...
Yeah, and it was never checked. It was never. We don't know if it was ever checked because. But God forbid, like I say, any referee, God forbid that they're ever wrong in this country. They're infallible. Like they can't be wrong, can they? It's not like they get it wrong all the fucking time. FA, sort your shit out.
If only there was a way of, like, you know, going back and showing these people all the mistakes they've made.
If only every single game was recorded.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Imagine actually testing if your referees are any good.
We can only dream. Dream.
I know, like, referees in other countries are a bit more strict when it comes to fouls and stuff, but at least they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like,
did you see Aubameyang drop the cup?
Had no idea that it was unscrewed, did it? Bless him.
Why is everyone dropping the cup? It happened in Russia the other day, didn't it?
That's what Holding said. He said that it seems to be a trend now. Ramos did it a few years ago, didn't he?
Didn't they Didn't they run over the cup?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm glad we didn't do that. I mean, there's still the opportunity to do that when we have the parade.
Yeah, we haven't had the parade yet.
I look forward to that.
Same. I wish we could go.
I mean,
we might be able to at that point. Who knows? We won't stick on football. Not everybody that listens will be big football fans.
I don't even watch football.
No, you don't, do you? I was considering.
I'm joking.
No, you don't watch that much though, do you?
I mean,
you actually. I don't know. I was considering doing like end of season awards on this podcast, but I was like, again, it's too much football. Like we absolutely dominated the podcast last week with music, so I feel like we should just mix things up as we go.
Yeah.
Quick. Well, we'll do quick fire. End of season awards. Who's your favorite best player of the season?
I have absolutely no idea. I can't think now.
I'd go De Bruyne. De Bruyne is world class.
Who do you say?
De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh, him. Yeah.
Bruyne.
I genuinely only heard you say yeah.
What noise is that? But he'd be he's world class.
Absolutely incredible. I mean,
I think Mane, Van Dijk, and Trent are all close to second, I guess, but he's just class of ball.
Yeah, Sadio Mane, man, great player.
I love him. What a guy!
I remember when we got him, and I was kind of like, meh, on the fence. I was like,
yeah, same. I was. It was the same season we signed Guinea, and I wasn't convinced on Guinea. And you know how much I love. You know how much I was not sure about that signing, and then how much I love him now.
I remember watching him I wasn't watching him, to be honest with you, for the first couple of games he played, and then I was like, what does he add? And then I remember there was one game where I actually just sat and watched him, and he was unbelievable.
Yeah, I thought him and Emery Chan had a good partnership. I miss Chan. He shouldn't have gone. He should have signed a contract.
Don't do that, bro. Why you gotta hurt me like that? That guy, his hair was sublime.
Real bad guy. Real bad guy. Go and take your H&M deal and shove it up your arse.
If he came back, I'd be happy. But
I'd love him back. But he's at Dortmund now, so he'll have good time at Dortmund. Signing of the season.
Pulisic. As much as I hate him,
he's good. He's a good shot. I was going to go with Danny Ings.
Oh my goodness!
Technically, he did sign this season. He was on loan last season. Technically, did. I would have gone Bruno Fernandes as a close second.
Yeah.
I hate it, but he's transformed United.
Yeah.
He's got them back. He's got them back to looking dangerous again. But again, new season coming up in about a month. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I hate the fact that Man United actually have very likable players now.
No, they're still cunts. I've just burped into the microphone.
It's nasty.
Shouldn't have got the beers out. Game of the season.
Oh. Liverpool, Aston Villa, for me.
For me,
Pure enjoyment. Pure enjoyment. Liverpool, Chelsea.
What, the last one?
5-3. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
good.
thought it was just a classic game. Like
I-
it didn't have the importance or anything, but it just for pure entertainment value and like pure cathartic release when Bobby scored as well.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was a brilliant
It
game.
was so wonderful. But for me,
Yeah.
like the Aston Villa game where I think we were 1-0 down and then
Yeah, and we like 87th and 93rd minute or
Yeah.
something like that. I mean, that was a game. I think that everybody was like, yeah, Liverpool might actually do it this year.
I can't even think of any other games. You know, like
I don't think there's been that many classic games this season compared to other seasons. I think it doesn't help that we had that big break in between, so our memory's a bit distorted. Like you could say, like Leicester versus Southampton, just because of how.
I don't even think I watched that.
No, you did. Oh, you might not have been with us. I don't think because that was James's birthday.
No, I think I came after. I was working that day.
Yeah.
Manager
Manager of the season.
What? Oh, fucking Sheffield.
Sheffield United.
Yeah.
Chris Wilder.
Yeah. Such an intimidating guy, but he's
Yeah.
actually.
I was gonna go Klopp, but yeah, Chris Wilder's done such an amazing job. But
Yeah.
I think I'd have to give it to him.
Overachieved so hard.
Yeah.
But he's
On that surprise of the season, you still going with Sheffield United?
No, I'm gonna say Aston Villa.
Why? I hate Aston Villa. I was so hoping like West Ham scored in the last minute on the last day of the season.
I applied for a job there. Please, Aston Villa.
Oh, of course, of course you did. Like
Aston Villa.
I'm allowed to hate Aston Villa. Like Villa, fuck off.
Come get your
But
ball.
Malcolm,
Come get your ball.
Malcolm likes Villa, so like let him off.
Yeah. I was very surprised that they made it out there because
I hate Jack Grealish. You know how much I hate Jack Grealish.
he's
Well-
a very like
He's prick.
he's a guy that he makes
He's
it
a-
kind of very easy for you to not like him, but he's
Yeah.
good. I'm only saying
Overrated.
that because
I think he's overrated.
I'm only saying that because I want a job. Like Aston Villa, this goes out to you, man.
Give me boy a job. Like he's got a look hard. Like for fuck's sake. Any other awards? Biggest shit house of the season. Let's go with that.
Andy Robertson.
Yeah, gotta be Robbo.
Yeah.
He is a shit house.
Wow.
He is the ultimate shit. I love
Wow.
him, but he's a shit house. So closely followed by Fernandinho because I fucking hate Fernandinho. He is a shit
I
house.
don't understand how he gets away with it all the time. It's just like,
I've never understood.
he's
That's why I
mastered-
hate him
He's
so
mastered
much.
the football dark arts. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
you know it's
know
dark arts. Do fucking something
If you
about
know
it.
what he's doing, then like fucking clamp down on it, man.
But yeah, that's it. Let us know your thoughts on football season below. Or send them to us. We might discuss it. We might not.
Bro, do you think,
Other than
do you think water has taste?
No,
I love water.
I love water, but it hasn't got a taste.
But like,
I mostly drink water more than anything else in the world,
yeah, but if you have water,
apart from maybe beer. But
if you have water, you know you're drinking water because it's got a taste, but it also doesn't.
let us know if you think water has a taste.
Damn.
I don't have much to add to the conversation. Other than FA Cup final day, do you know what today is? 1st of August. Do you know what day it is?
No.
Apparently, it's Spiderman Day today.
Is it?
Yeah. So my question to you, Malcolm, who is the best superhero and why is it Spider-Man?
I think it's Andrew Garfield, and because he was Spider-Man.
But no, legit, Spider-Man is like I grew up on all the comics, grew up on the video games, the TV series. Like Spider-Man and that Batman for me. But I just wanted to throw in a quick word for Spider-Man because I love all things Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, I love Spider-Man too. I remember when the first, what was it, the Amazing Spider-Man, when that came out, I was like, oh, we'll go have a look, and I was pissed off every time he took his mask off. I was like,
yeah, Andrew Garfield's the worst Spider-Man.
no, fuck you, bro. Andrew Garfield was wonderful.
No, but A, he's a shit Peter Parker, and B, why is he taking his mask off all the time?
How he's like the best Peter Parker. The dude is so.
No, he wasn't the best Peter Parker. Because this is how I see it: is that Tobey Maguire
We can fight.
was
dude.
a really
We can fight if you want.
Tobey Maguire was a really good Peter Parker, but he was fucking shit Spider-Man.
Andrew
Andrew Garfield was a shit Peter Parker, but a good Spider-Man.
Tom
Holland has it better, like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
He is like, I think he like, and he looks young compared to the two. Tom Holland's in like early 20s, but at least he looks like he could be a teenager.
Yeah.
Whereas the other two like playing like looking like 30, playing like teenage kids, doesn't make sense.
Nah, I love that.
But yeah, I couldn't go by without mentioning Spider-Man today.
I didn't even see that on Twitter. I feel like that's something that happens.
I put it on my Instagram because I only found out earlier.
Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't check your Instagram.
No, it's cool. You never check Instagram. You never check my Instagram. It's cool.
Oh yeah, you sent me a message on Instagram.
I think I sent you a post.
Yeah, about Kanye West saying I'm a fix wolves.
Yeah.
He's done a great job.
He has done a great.
Fantastic.
Nuno Espirito Santos. He's just Kanye West in disguise.
Oh, fabulous. Fabulous.
I didn't think of much to actually do with this podcast because, like I said, you kind of surprised me, like how quickly you wanted to get it done. But I've got one last.
We did say that we'll try and do it.
We did say we said we'd try and do it weekly. Said I know what you're like.
I was quite surprised that we spoke a little bit this week, but it was just kind of like
yeah. Then I got the text out of the blue yesterday, like, let's record this. I was like, sound, I'll think of something, and then I'll just not bother to think of anything. Like I said, least effort as possible.
Yeah, dude.
That goes into this.
This is not an original idea, man.
It's not an original idea. Not an original podcast at all.
No.
Speaking of podcasts, I thought it'd be a good idea, like, discuss possible guests. So I'm gonna throw this question to you. I'll give you a chance to think about it. I thought about my answers, but if you could have any 5 people to come on this podcast, living or dead, who would they be? And because I've surprised you with this. I've surprised you with this, so I'll go through mine first. I don't even think I came up with 5, but I'll try right now. The first one would be Bob Dylan. Absolute icon. He is the master to me. I think he's done so much for civil rights and stuff like that, and I think he'd just be a fascinating person to talk to. Like, 60 odd years of music, 50, 60 odd years of music. It'd be really interesting to talk to him. And I just love the guy. He's one of my idols, and I know he's getting up there. I will be devastated when he passes away.
Didn't you go see him last year?
It wasn't last year. I went to see him 2017, 2018, 2017, I believe. It's like cross it off the bucket list. It's one of the few music acts that.
How does time work like this, man? Like, I could have sworn it was last year. Could have sworn.
Let me just stop and start this again. Yeah. So yeah. Bob Dylan, number 1. Number 2, Frankie Ocean. I think we talked about my love for Frank Ocean last week quite a lot, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, that I love the man, and I fanboy quite a lot. So, yeah, again, another interesting soul. I'd like to know the pain and everything behind the music. Someone who's grown up as bisexual as well. I'd love to like see what his life's like that, and like his stories with Tyler would be fascinating as well. Like see what his relationship with Tyler is.
Did you hear about those like fan theories about how Tyler is the person who he was singing about in?
Oh yeah. It's Channel Orange, isn't it?
Yeah. Imagine how beautiful that would be. Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Number 3, I reckon Jürgen.
Yeah. Oh fuck, Jake. Let me cross that off.
No, you can keep it in your list. Keep him in your list. It's fine. Again, it'd be absolutely fucking banter to just sit down, have a pint, and just chat with Jürgen Klopp, wouldn't it? It'd be amazing.
Yeah. Have you seen that Erdinger advert where
mate, me and my dad saw it on like when it was the Liverpool-Chelsea game, and we both weren't paying attention to the TV at the time, and both like just kind of looked up and was like, hang on, rewound it to see it again. I fucking love the man. What a guy.
Just everything he does is just so like.
He's pure banter.
I love him.
He's pure banter, and I love it.
I genuinely think I'm gonna get a tattoo of him looking at his goofiest, just like.
My dad said he'd get a good Klopp tattoo, and he's never been a tattoo guy. He hates tattoos, but like that would be incredible. Number 4, Stanley.
I was gonna make a really stupid joke like Stanley who.
I'm a big comic book. Yeah, you know I'm a big comic book geek, and he's created some of the one of the biggest movie franchises ever. All the comic book heroes that I grew up with and still like look at today, and all the games and everything. And yeah, another fascinating individual. I'd just like to know his stories and how he came up with some of these. I know it's probably out there, but why would I go and look it up if I could have spoken to him myself?
True.
True. I don't think I've got a number 5 at the minute.
I've got a good selection again. I feel good. I feel real good about my selections.
Come back to me on number 5. Do you want to speak about yours for now then, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, like, Tyler the Creator would be absolutely phenomenal just to like hang out with, you know? Go for a little bike ride, chat some shit, ask him where he gets his Doc Martens from, if they're like second hand when he buys them, because you know they're notorious for fucking up the feet, ankles at the back. Does he wear them in before he goes on stage?
I never really have problems with Doc Martens, I'm not going to lie, but I haven't worn mine in a while.
They eat your feet, man.
I haven't worn mine since Download last year, and they were fucking ruined Download last year. I would go out and get them, but they're still absolutely caked in mud from then. I was just not bothered because I left them at Simon and Lear's for so long. I just never bothered to go get them, and they need cleaning. But it's been over a year now, so that mud is probably part of the boot now, so unfortunate.
Become one, merged like you and I when we see each other.
I know, it's going to be quite a reunion.
Yeah, I might kiss you on the forehead, bro. I might kiss you all over.
Do it, mate.
You're not ready.
I'm never ready. I was born unready.
I miss you, bro.
I miss you too, man.
Okay. So Anthony Fantano, the internet's busiest music nerd, I feel like his insights would be like crazy. Just sitting with the dude, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure who that is, but I'll look it up.
Oh, dude, yeah. Honestly, watch him, man. He's so funny. Yeah, he makes a lot of people angry. Me included sometimes, but you know, it's what he does. It's his opinion at the end of the day.
Yeah. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah.
but mine's right and yours is wrong. I've just burped into the microphone again.
Stop. I'm out here holding in farts and shit, and you're just like...
Before we hit record, it's like I've just eaten loads of ice cream, so I might just keep farting through this.
Yeah,
I was gutted I didn't start recording at that point.
I'm percolating, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm bubbling up in this bitch. Yeah, okay, so I've done 2, right?
Yeah.
Action Bronson.
That would be a fascinating one as well.
Action Bronson.
He was
Like...
I remember who my number 5 is now, but we'll come back to it. Action Bronson. He's such an interesting man. Have you ever watched? Is it Aliens and shit, or what?
What, would they just get high and
just watch it? Watch like alien documentaries. It's so good. I can't remember what it's called, but like, it's just so fascinating.
Like, yeah.
Well, he does fuck that's delicious for Vice as well. And all the food he eats looks so good.
I've got his cookbook.
Have you?
I got his cookbook upstairs. I've been meaning to dive into that, to sample some of the treats, but I've just never done.
They're going to be so fatty. They're going to be the most decadent foods that you could ever think of.
Bro.
But yeah, it might be worth it.
Yeah, when I get my skills up to standard again, I'm gonna invite you around.
Cool.
Or maybe just wait until I have a bigger place to live, and then we can all hang out.
Yeah,
you know,
that'd be cool. What do you think of his new song? You listened to it yet?
Latin Grammys.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I love it. I wasn't so sure about the bit where he just starts chanting "Suplex City, bitch." Just a random Brock Lesnar reference.
Yeah, what's the hook? What's the hook again? It's like, I might not be able to touch my toes, but I'll still fuck your toes.
I love him. What a guy.
I feel
like Easy Rider and Baby Blue, they very rarely, if ever, leave my playlist because I think they're incredible songs. That's in there. What's the other one? I like Strictly for My Jeeps as well. That's such a banger, but that's not the one I'm thinking of.
I feel like whenever I listen to him, because he's just so effortless in his in his rhymes, I'm just like, I could do that. I can genuinely do that.
Have you seen the video? I think it's for Vice, but he goes to Shoreditch, to an old people's home. It's so good. He's just invited to, they get all these people in this old people's home, and they're in a community centre or something. And they ask them all what they think of rap music and stuff like this, and they all give their opinions. Then Action Bronson just comes in and starts doing Strictly for My Jeeps for this 15 old people sat around in a circle, and they all, loads of them change their mind on rap music because of seeing him, because they don't expect hip hop artists to look like him. So it's such a great video. If you can find it, it's so funny.
Oh. I don't think I've ever
He starts
seen
auditioning out biscuits to the old ladies. It's so good.
Oh, wonderful. Cadal is my number 4.
Of course, yeah. I want him to come on. He keeps. I kept telling him to come on.
Yeah, but I don't.
This is another reason why we just keep carrying on with this. Cadal is the worst person in the world, because
we just want to shame him until he
until he comes on and gives his side of the story, and we can talk about shit like some of the other times that me, Malcolm, and Cadal have had together. Because I reckon some of those stories are fucking hilarious, and people would like to hear them.
There's a lot. We've got a lot to offer.
We have, but. I don't know why. All he needs to do is come on mic. He doesn't even need to show his face. As long as he could just chat with us, I don't care.
Yeah.
But
he's a beautiful soul.
Debatable. Beautiful soul is a debatable term.
I miss him.
I miss him too, but
I miss him already.
Cadal, come on the podcast, fam.
Yeah,
just do it. Just do it. It's so funny.
Cadal, if you come on, then Yeah.
You get a love heart again.
Yeah. I
Um,
think every time like something good happens, like we should probably just
do,
or like a shameless
you
plug.
do a little love heart. Like I'm too busy holding a microphone and drinking beer. Oh, move the weight to burp that time.
I'm out here. Okay, so like, do you drink out of like glasses or mugs? Like,
Depends on the drink.
but I'm just saying, like, if you needed a vessel for your liquids, like, what would it be?
Like if it was a hot drink, but I don't drink hot drinks often, it'd be a mug. So I usually use cups. You look so disappointed in me. I think I've got so many mugs. Like I've got a mug on my desk at work that has not been used in 2 years, but it's got my name in a Liverpool shirt with the number 2 on it.
Yeah.
Shout out!
Oh, that was a birthday present, wasn't it?
It was a Secret Santa present I got like 6 years ago. It was shout out Izzy. She won't be watching this, but bless her. Like she thought I loved Glenn Johnson. So that's why she got me as Mapletoft 2. Because I always used to tweet out like Glenn fucking Johnson and stuff like this. But she didn't know that I absolutely hated Glenn Johnson at that point. It was so awful. Bless her. Like, but I have got a mug that's got Gerrard, Balotelli, Studge. I think it's Sterling is the last player. So I like the thought. I take it with me to every job I start, and it's always on my desk because I appreciate the thought. But yeah, I just think it's funny how Glenn fucking Johnson.
He wasn't. He was one of those like very polarizing people, you know. I think there was a time where like he was probably one of my favorites, and then he just.
I don't think he was ever one of my favourites, but like I appreciate when we signed him, he was good.
Yeah.
But for only like 2, 3, 4 at the most seasons. he couldn't defend to save his life, and when he stopped scoring goals, like he was useless.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my fifth. I think, like, if we could do this like face to face and like.
Well, that's the thing. When these sessions are finished. Like when all this lockdown stuff is finished, we'll do podcasts together. Like we'll sit down and do them together. So we could get people face to face, and that's going to be another question I'm going to ask you in a bit. But yeah.
Well, okay, so like this will be one for the future, but like Tony Blair, so that I can just ask him why he's a prick, and then maybe lay hands on him.
I considered people like that. Like it'd be interesting. Like Hitler would be an interesting one.
I don't even want to know their opinions, bro.
No,
I just want to lay hands.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have to interview these people. We can chat shit. It doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is, like, it would be interesting to have people like Hitler on. Not that it's possible, and not that we condone anything that he's ever done. I speak as if Hitler's still alive. But we don't condone these actions, and we want to be like, what the fuck?
Bro, there'll be no chatter from my end. It would just pause, bro.
Fucking
these
Boris.
Yo, don't even
get Boris on here. I fucking hate him.
Don't even say that name. I think we should move swiftly on before I start.
So I remembered who my fifth was. CM Punk.
Ah, lovely chap.
Is he? By all accounts, he's a bit of a prick, but I fucking love him. Like, if it wasn't CM Punk, it'd be Shawn Michaels, because 2 of the best wrestlers ever for me. I fucking love. Roddy Piper would have been up there as well, because I fucking love Roddy Piper. It's 5 years since he passed away today.
That's mad. Today?
Yeah.
Wow. Time flies, man.
I know, man. I might have to watch They Live later, because They Live is a brilliant film. Have you ever watched it?
No, I don't think I have.
It's so good. It's a John Carpenter one. And, like, Roddy Piper plays, like, this drifter, and he gets to this town and gets these sunglasses, but the sunglasses show aliens posing as people, and nobody believes them and stuff. And there's a scene right in the middle. I think, what's his name? The guy who was in the last season of Community, the old black guy.
I don't think I watched the last season of Community.
Oh, he did the voice of Goliath in the Gargoyles as well.
I don't think I watched the Gargoyles. Also, I don't know why I'm saying I don't think. I know that I haven't watched these things. I'm sorry for lying to you, Jake.
It's cool, man, but it's going to annoy me, so I'm going to have to Google it.
Google is our friend. But you saying that, I just feel like everyone was relying on technology too much, man.
Keith David, that's it. Keith David.
I don't even know who that be.
He's done a lot of voice work. Like, he's in the Saints Row games as well, I think. But yeah, there's just one scene right in the middle of the film. Like, they fight in this little back alley for 10 minutes, and it's just it's such a needless scene. It's so good. I think they parody it in like a Saints Row game as well, because like he voiced Roddy Piper and Keith David both voice characters in the same game, so they parodied it again. But yeah, it's so good. If not any of those, but like I'd like to interview some like famous YouTuber as well, because that's the kind of thing I'd like to do. Just make money making videos, because I can't be asked doing a real job anymore. I hate working. I had this discussion with Cadal recently. It's just like, I hate working. Like,
I've got very strong opinions on working as well.
Like, I've just got a drop of beer on my fucking glasses.
I just feel like if there wasn't like a, how can I say this? Like, if there wasn't like not a need to work, but if there was like, if you could do whatever you wanted to do, right? Yeah. And you got paid for it.
Yeah.
And it was helping out society in some way, like, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
But now it's like, why are the people doing like the most important jobs getting treated like such fucking shit like all the time?
Get paid the least.
Yeah.
I missed it. Can't speak, but they get paid less. It's ridiculous.
It's genuinely awful. Like, I mean, what this period has shown us is that like
we can't live without like healthcare workers. We can't live without retail workers. We can't live without a lot of these people that are treated like scum. Yeah, we don't need politicians because you fucked this up. You fucked this up so badly.
Like bankers, like I know we need bankers, but at the same time, it's just like, why is there such an over-reliance on bankers like all the fucking time? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It fucking infuriates me.
Interesting question for you. If money was no object, what would you do for a living?
Probably the same thing I'm doing now. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get paid like a particularly large sum of money like ever in my life. But like, yeah, I mean, it's fun.
Yeah.
I just get to mess around, and I think that's probably like what I like doing. You know.
Fair. Oh yeah, messing around for a living would be great. My absolute would be like rock star. Like lead singer of a band or something like that, but I have no musical talent. Like, I've been in a band with you. Like, you know how bad I am. That was before I smoked, so my voice is even worse now.
I feel like you don't even need it. I was having this conversation with Steph, and like, I feel like British musicians, like especially like rock.
Not a lot of them sing very well.
They don't. They don't. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, what's his face? Liam Gallagher. You can't sing. You just need like there's a certain twang. There's a certain twang that you need to have, and then it's like, oh yeah, that's recognizable.
No, Oasis were never that good anyway. Don't get me started. I will be honest.
Living off like 3 good songs.
I will. What's the Story of Morning Glory is one of my favourite albums ever. I think it is one of the best albums ever made. But everything other than that is fucking wank. They barely made a good song out of that. Like, I could probably name you 5 out of the whole back catalogue that are any good out of that outside of that album.
But I think with them, I think it was all like it was just the attitude, and like that's probably something that
I think it says a lot when like they're seen above like Stone Roses, and to me Stone Roses were far superior off of like 2-3 albums, and even like Noel and Liam will turn around and be like, Stone Roses are the best band to ever come out of Manchester, and they probably are. I can't name that many, other than Joy Division, maybe.
Yeah. Nah, dude, I think just work on your twang. I was listening to the last Shadow Puppets like the whole of last week and or this week, and yeah, both of them.
I've been listening to the Idols
Alex
this
Turner
week.
and Miles Kane. Like, they can't sing, but they can.
Alex
and
can.
it's wonderful.
I think Alex can sing.
Yeah. They just
Like I said,
it's such a lovely combination of people as well.
Yeah.
Like they both are like kind of weird.
I love Miles Kane. He's so funny. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I've been listening to Idols this week, and I don't think they can sing, but I like their music.
I've never listened to Idols before in my life.
No, I've only started listening to them this week. I really like their new song. Is it Hymn? I think it's called. But yeah, it's a really good song. But I don't think
I'll
they're
take a note. Listen to Idols.
We'll move on to like the realms of possibility. Who are the kind of people would you like to see come and speak to us on this podcast? You've already spoken about Cadal. That is at least possible.
Yeah.
Who else would you like to see on?
Simon.
Simon's. I'm pretty sure he's a shoo-in. He's a friend of the channel. He's one of my best friends.
Great guy. Fantastic guy.
And it's like I said, with this podcast, I want to do what I was doing with the like lockdown sessions. I want to kind of combine the two, because I only ever got to do one, but I thought it was a good idea. The Midnight Dogs one I really enjoyed doing as well.
Yeah.
I found that chat really interesting. I love the boys anyway.
Yeah, those guys are so like I've met them a couple of times and they're just so.
They're the best guys. I fucking love them. But yeah, I'd love to do more chats like that. So if I've got more guests like that, I'm like I'd already have like Nush, Becca, Simon, people like that lined up to like do it. So that would be interesting.
Yeah.
But anybody else? I did say to you, Cuz as well. Cuz would be a really interesting one. Hardcore militant vegan, social justice warrior, beautiful man.
Yeah. Cuz, this one goes out to you, bro.
He's not going to watch this. I love it. Send it directly to him and be like, mark this time. Look at this timestamp. I'd love to see Cuz come on this.
Yeah, no, he's a great guy. I haven't seen him in ages, man. I remember that we went to college together, and I remember there was one day I just looked at his hands, like, fucking huge. Fucking huge. I remember thinking, like, if I got slapped by this guy, like...
See him now. He's a fucking...
There's like a 5% chance that I'll survive.
Adonis. Honestly.
Yeah.
He's an Adonis. Like, I have a bit of a man crush on him. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. But great guy. Remember when we used to do house parties and me and him would just like spend like half an hour making cocktails out of like all the alcohol that we could find, and they always tasted amazing for some reason. I don't know if it's because we were drunk, but they always seemed to taste good.
Probably was, man. Probably was.
I'd love Steph come on as well. We'll get her. She can sit down with you for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get her to sit down for the next episode. We'll get her to sit down with us and we'll do a chat.
What a talented individual.
Yeah.
Like, she's
you.
like baffling, mind-boggling.
Well, you've got a load of talented friends that you've worked with, that you been tuning with. Like Tom would be interesting to have on.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Tom. I mean, both Toms though would be quite
Yeah,
fun
yeah.
to.
G would be
Yeah.
interesting.
G, Millie.
Millie,
Who else have you met?
Jordan. Is it Jordan?
Jordan or Jordan?
Jordan.
Also Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan. Jordan would be banter as well. Like, I'd love to have
Yeah,
her.
no, she'd be wonderful. She was she was telling me about like all like all the gas pipelines in like Leicester and London, and I was scared.
So there's all this shit that she talks about the fucking gas lines. I love you, Jordan, but I don't care.
Nah, I was so involved. I was like, yo, so you telling me if I walk down here and like something happens, like there's a
I'm dead.
possibility? Nah, dude, I was scared. I heard a sound the other day, and I was like, it's a gas leak.
Yo, we got hit by lightning yesterday, our house. You know, there was thunder and lightning. It actually legit hit the top of our house.
Oh my god!
It was honestly one of the scariest experiences of my life, because I was literally like 5 seconds from walking out to have a vape, and it hit like the fucking pavement just in front of where, like, honestly, I've never heard something so loud, like crack. It was so scary.
I'm kind of jealous, man. I've always wanted to experience that. But also like not.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a time when I was in Cape Town and I was walking to I can't even remember where. I think I was meeting my friends somewhere, and I had to walk outside, obviously, because that's the only method of transport that I had. Broke gang. But yeah, I remember I was walking and like lightning started to hit, and I was like, it's fine. It's like a couple of miles away, and then like literally 2 seconds later, like I'm not even gonna lie, I saw it like not that far away, and it was the loudest thing that I ever heard, and I think I let out a little bit of pee. And I was like, not today, Satan. I'm just.
I walked through Watermead it must have been a month or so ago when there was lightning as well. And I remember texting Boz and being like, is it safe to walk in a highly wooded area during a lightning storm? He was more concerned with it being a floodplain. And I was like, it's not going to flood that fucking quickly, you idiot. Boz is another interesting one. Come on, because he's an idiot. Plus he's
also has like the best, or like no, I'd say like the most fascinating job.
He does have a fascinating job. I'll leave it for when he actually does come on. He's also good with conspiracy theories as well. Like he's a
Damn,
big.
I'm just gonna sit here like. Wow.
He is a good conspiracy theorist. He's a big flat earther.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
I think we have to call it here. I'm done. I'm done.
Come back. Yeah. We've stopped like talking about flat Earth and everything because we had quite a heated debate a few months ago. And, like we both got very angry about it, so we just don't talk about it anymore. But like it would be fascinating to see what he feels about other conspiracy theories. I'd love to have Leah on as well. Like Leah's fascinating as well.
Wow, such a lovely lady as well.
Oh, she's the best. Like she's been absolutely lovely the last few weeks. And shout out Leah, we love you. Do the love heart thing.
One of these.
Yeah. There we go. But some of these I'm gonna like include in. I'm currently editing another video that I've done, and I'll shout out some of these people for like their outside projects as well. So I don't like. There's no point in mentioning too much about them. But like, is there anyone else you think of? I think James we're getting on at some point.
Yeah.
Talk about wrestling.
I'd like to be involved in that one. I won't say much, but I'll just like.
Mate, I'm not doing these without you now. You're my co-host. Like, get that through your head.
Also, I've been training with James like for the last 2 weeks now, and my life has never felt so much pain before.
Like you're doing professional wrestling training, mate. I'm doing marine training, right? I'd love to get Santino on. I'd love to get Santino on.
Yeah,
he has some of the best stories.
I feel like I haven't seen that guy in years. That's because I haven't seen him in years. But
I think he's currently in Lanzarote. But A load of these people that watch this won't know half the names we're mentioning, but like we find it interesting to talk about.
I mean, just stick around and they'll find
Yeah,
out.
yeah, you'll see. Like, hopefully they'll come up at some point. My Steph, my best mate Steph,
Yeah.
he'd be an interesting one. He's funny.
Lovely guy.
He's so funny. All he'd do is just spend like an hour and a half of this podcast just absolutely ripping me to shit. Like, you know, the reason I probably have like such low self-esteem is because of Steph, but he's still my best friend. Like, I don't understand.
You need help, bro.
Do you need help? Like, why do I hang around with these people?
It's Stockholm syndrome at this point.
Who else?
Ward. I think we need Ward.
Yeah, we do need Ward at some point.
Your
boring
birthday
dancer.
twin.
Boring dance. Like, if we do one for my birthday, do a podcast of my birthday with Ward involved.
Yeah. Also, like, I'm just thinking about Steph now, and like, if I do like a Dragon Ball Z type training method with table tennis, I think by 2026 I'll be able to beat him.
Steph, he's calling you out, man.
I am. 2026.
Also, again, Steph's a friend of the channel. He might watch this. He's been in a few of the Twitch videos, so.
Shout out the boy. He's wonderful. I'll give him one of these. I'll give him one.
You get a love heart as well, Steph.
I can't think of.
Perdeep would be fascinating as well.
Who?
Perdeep.
Who did you say?
Perdeep.
I can't hear you anymore.
Hello?
Oh, I can hear you again.
Yeah, Perdeep.
I think you keep breaking up. This is technology, man. I hate it. I hate it.
I don't. Please tell me if I keep. I don't want to edit this too much. Perdeep.
Oh yeah. Oh.
EB, like, what again? Absolutely lovely soul.
Yeah.
Child nurse now.
What'd you say?
He's a child nurse now.
Is he?
Yeah, he'd be really fascinating to have. Another Liverpool supporter, can't I? Rich and Bilal, they'd be fascinating, but I doubt they'd ever come on. I haven't heard from Rich since his. I keep trying to reach out, but I haven't heard from him since his wedding. I don't think it has been.
Yeah, so that was years ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah. I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head.
Yeah. If we knew Prince Andrew, I'd like to, invite him on and ask him, like, do you
Jeffrey
sweat?
Epstein.
Like, for real?
Yeah, for real.
If we mentioned the name Jeffrey Epstein, would you start sweating?
Like, how do you get away? We have been really racist to Meghan Markle, but
Yeah.
you get away with noncing because you are a big fucking nonce.
It's musty. That's so musty. Ugh. Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head, but like, keep tuned. Let us know who you'd like to see as well in these podcasts.
Yeah, we've got an open mind.
Yeah, we've got an open mind. We're like, I'm happy to include anyone. Like, I'm happy to chat to anyone. I'm sure Malcolm is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be prepared. If you're a dickhead, though, we will call you out.
I feel like the majority of the people we know are kind of.
We're all pricks in some way. Definitely.
I think we might be the biggest ones out of all.
We're the worst. Like, me, you, Cadal are the worst.
Oh, God.
It's just because Cadal doesn't have a platform to defend himself that we're trying to throw him under the bus, make him the scapegoat. Alright, is there anything else you'd like to chat about, Malcolm?
I don't know, man. I'm still kind of like caught up in the whole does water have a taste, or like why are there different glasses for different drinks? I will never understand that. It doesn't change the taste, does it?
Well, to be fair, if you drink beer out of like a glass of stuff, it does taste different because of how it reacts with the metal
Yeah.
inside. It's the same with like Coca-Cola and stuff like that.
Hmm.
A lot of drinks react to the cans they're in, so like if they
Yeah. Coke out of a can is.
Coke
that
itself is
tastes
trash.
sublime.
I only drink it with alcohol.
Yeah.
I've got a problem, man.
Bro, if you ever need it, call me, man. Call me, bro.
Just
We can have- we
hang
can
on,
talk
hang on,
it out.
hang on.
There it is. That's the sound of the. That's the sound of the podcast. I feel like we
Cheers.
should definitely have
Cheers.
that. Cheers, friend. I feel like we should definitely have that as like the opening. Like-
Just me cracking. Every episode just starts with me cracking open a beer.
Like, hey guys, how's it going?
Welcome to the podcast. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of stuff to talk about today. What
Do you
else
wanna-
has been going on this week?
Do you want to do the playlist for this
Yeah,
week?
we'll just move on to the playlist. It's been about an hour anyway. So,
Yeah.
fine.
Has it?
Yeah.
Damn. Time, man.
All right.
What a
So
strange thing.
again, this week's playlist Malcolm suggested. It's cringy songs by otherwise good artists. And I don't know how your definition of cringy is, but I took it to mean cringy. I didn't take it to mean bad songs.
Yeah.
They might not necessarily be good songs and not necessarily be bad songs. They're just really fucking cringy.
Yeah.
And that's how I
think-
picked mine.
Yeah. That's. I did the same thing.
You've got a lot more hardcore rap taste than I do. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I usually like. I feel like it's so easy to make cringe rock music playlists.
Yeah, but
Like,
I,
but mine would be dominated
I used
by,
it. I've got such a diverse taste. Like, to be fair, this
Yeah.
one was like difficult. Like,
This
I
one
couldn't
was
think-
hard.
Yeah, I don't know why you picked this subject. Like,
I think I was just. I think I was probably like talking to one of my friends about like.
I
when
almost
these
included
wanna
Happy
die.
by Pharrell Williams.
What did you say?
I almost included Happy by Pharrell Williams, but I remember how much I went into I went into that last week, so I thought I'd give it a break. Because that song is cringy and it's also shit.
Yeah.
Pharrell, what the fuck were you thinking, fam?
Yeah. So I started mine off with one that I mentioned last week. I probably should have gone with a different one of the same album, but Kid Cudi Adventures is
Yeah.
so hideously trash.
That is.
So disastrous.
It's a disappointing album. I will give you that. You know how much I love Cudi, but it is a very disappointing album. It's Speed a Bullet to Heaven.
I mean, it was an attempt, and we love it. We love attempts, but just not this one. This one was a massive miss.
Yeah, it's disappointing. What's your next song?
This one is. So I do like these. Like, I mean, Lucy Rose is one of my she's one of my favorite artists. And Logic is a very, very talented rapper, but he just.
I've never got into Logic.
I think like his last album was actually really lovely. It was good. It was amazing. I mean, not amazing, but it was good.
Yeah.
It was very good. So, Logic and Lucy Rose, Anxiety, the thing is, like, it draws you in. There's so many beautiful layers to it. And then, so like Lucy Rose starts the song, everything's going well. Like, she's got a lovely, like, welcoming voice.
Yeah.
The beat starts to build up. It's sick. It's very, like, triumphant. It's, like, big. And then Logic just starts talking. And like slowly my appreciation for the song just kind of like
Declines.
disappears.
Yeah.
And then at the end he's like talking about how it's like living. Oh, so he's like saying like he's in a queue waiting to watch Star Wars. And then he's like struck by this feeling and he's like, I don't know what it is. it can't be anxiety, but it is. And I'm just like, nah, I can't.
Suplex City, bitch.
Fuck, it's bad, but also good. Like the song is, like if you take away Logic, the song is impeccable.
Yeah.
Next, Earl Sweatshirt East.
You know what? I like Earl, but I've not heard this song.
Oh, wow. It's an attempt at something.
It's
you know?
an attempt.
It's like he's just
Which
rapping
album
over
is it
this.
off?
It's off not Clay Feet. Is it Clay Feet? I can't remember now. Just give me a sec.
So it's not off I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside.
Yeah. Oh, what an album!
That's
what
brilliant.
an album.
And it's not
Earl
off Doris.
Sweatshirt. Yeah, Feet of Clay.
Hmm.
Yeah, he released it last year. It's
Yeah, I've not listened to that album yet. I didn't realise it had been out. If I'm honest, I completely missed that one.
Get on that, man. It's wonderful. It's an adventure, you know. It'll take you places. Like on this song, it'll take you to the Middle East, where it's just
Malcolm.
no, genuine. Like it's like a Middle East. It's a Middle Eastern
like
like
A-Rap
sounding, Middle East sounding banger. Right? And then just like fucking just says things, not even on the beat. And I'm like, the beat is there. Why are you ignoring it?
He was always
bro?
had the best flow in like Odd Future as well, so that's surprising.
I mean, he's very creative, and I feel like maybe we're just not we're not on his level.
We just don't appreciate good music, do we, Malcolm?
I mean, if that's good
To be
music,
honest,
then I'm listening
like
to
pretty much
bad
every song
music.
I picked is fucking trash.
Yeah. Speaking of fucking trash, DJ Khaled.
Because you are trash, Khaled.
Yeah, DJ Khaled. All
Another
I do is
one.
win.
Another one. Another one.
The song
And
is,
another
is
one.
so terrible that it makes me want to die. Like, it's the bit where it's like, everybody's hands go up, and then they stay. Like, are their hands staying up for eternity? I don't understand.
And they stay there. And they stay there. Oh, you
Okay,
played
the
yourself
lesson-
listening to that one, mate.
Yeah, the less said about that one, the better. And then my last one. Now you know what? I love DMX. I love him.
I know
But
you do.
Where the Hood At is so bad. Like you listen to it now, and it's like it's an anthem.
I don't think
but
it's a bad
also-
song, but it is cringy.
Bro, the topics, man. Like the first verse is like literally saying how he doesn't like gay people, and
Shit, really? I'll have to go back and listen to
bro,
it.
go back. Listen, I'll take
Fucking
it. Wait,
hell.
I'll find the lyrics. It's bad.
I
And he's,
might
like,
take
just
back
saying
what I said about it being a banger.
Oh, no,
Everybody
wait.
is welcome on my channel. Everybody is welcome on our podcast. DMX's
Yeah.
views do not represent those of mine or Malcolm's.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, man. He says, last I heard, y'all N-words was having sex with the same sex. I show no love to homo thugs. Empty out, reload, and throw more slugs. How you gonna explain fucking a man?
Bit of a prick, then.
Filth, bro.
Bit of a
Filth. We
prick.
don't do that. Not in 2020. Unbelievable. But yeah, no, we don't do that.
No, we don't do that. Right, I've gone slightly more mainstream on mine.
I read yours and I felt uncomfortable.
I was like, but they are cringy. Like you've seen my list, they are cringy songs. They're like, I think Usher is a great R&B artist, but oh my god, it's fucking wow. It's fucking cringy. Oh my god, shut up. Get a fucking grip, Usher.
I
Real
remember
bad
when
song,
it came
real
out,
cringy
man.
song. I remember when it came out. It was a banger in the clubs.
I always would time my breaks to go outside when that song came on.
Yeah.
And that song
Going
would come
Liquid
on
and
like,
Life and that song. Those are times with Puss when we go to like Life and stuff like that. £1 drinks in Life.
does that still exist now?
Well, it changed to Socio I think it's closed now. I don't know
Mhm.
if there's plans to do anything with it. It was a shithole anyway.
Rest in peace, life.
But yeah, bad song. Usher, step your game up, fam. Next one, Jay-Z, Young Forever, because it's a really bad sample of a really bad song. And Mr. Hudson's shit as well.
Whatever happened to Mr. Hudson?
Who gives a fuck? Honestly.
What
He was
happened to
signed. He
him?
was signed to Good Music, wasn't he?
I have no idea. I don't even
I'm
know
fairly
how
certain.
it became
I'm
famous.
fairly certain he was signed to Good Music, as in Kanye's label.
Why?
I don't know. I don't even remember what other songs he did.
I
Was
don't
it
know either.
Supernova?
I just kind of feel like
That was cringy as well.
I don't know what I feel anymore.
Well, we're nearly
Mine-
30. We're nearly
my-
30. This is this is constant existential
soul-
dread for us.
My soul is just musty thinking about this man.
Hmm.
What did he do?
I don't give a fuck, honestly. I'll move on.
Yeah,
On to one of my
probably
favourite bands ever. Like, I will still go see these whenever they're touring. I fucking love Block Party.
Oh, yeah.
But the Love Within. Dude, it's such a cringy song. Like, I really like the new lineup. I think I can't think of the name. The drummer, she's fucking exceptional. Like, I've seen her cover Skeleton, like the old guys used to do, and I think that I love the band in its new incarnation as I love the old band. But yeah, the Love Within's fucking whoa again. Really bad song.
It's so catchy as well. Like,
Yeah,
I'll
that's
be
what I mean.
walking-
Like, it's cringy because it is that like sort of catchy. Like, oh no.
I'll be walking down the street going, like, nah, 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 nah.
Like, it's hard to like say it like. Beep, beep, beep. Oh fuck off.
It's like an attempt. Yeah, again, it was like with Kid Cudi, an attempt was made, but it just really missed
He
the
didn't.
mark.
Yeah. Another mainstream R&B artist, and I really like JT, Justin Timberlake. I really like NSYNC, one of my favourite,
Yeah.
one of the better boy bands, I think. And I do fuck with most of JT's music, but can't stop the feeling, can't fight the feeling, whatever it's fucking called. Another like shitty like children's film fucking song. It's basically the same as Happy. It's fucking wank. Honestly.
I always
it's not a
associate
good
that song
song.
with like furniture adverts.
Just stop. Stop. Please. Like, stop selling out, guys. Honestly.
You'd think that they made enough money to not sell out.
Exactly. JT's like balling. Who's he married to? Is it Jessica Biel?
I don't even
I
know.
can't remember.
Let's have
Yeah,
a look.
he must have some pee in the bank. Did you ever watch In Time?
Nah.
It's like, I like the idea behind the film. Like, people, like, time was currency for people, and like you'd have like how many your time left
That's quite interesting.
to live on your arm. But yeah, it was a good idea for a film, and he was the main star of it, but it just badly executed.
Yeah,
With
I think he is married to Jessica Biel.
Like, what a shout! How good am I at this game?
Yeah.
I walk in like every night, and Dad's got a different film on, and every night like, I'll see the first like few seconds that he's got on, and I'll be like, I know that film, that's Maniac. And every night I'm right. And I'm like, how good am I at this game? And Dad's like, I didn't know it was a game.
You are quite sad though.
Mate, I've been inside for so long. I'm bored. I mean, I was this sad beforehand, but still.
I've never seen anyone like know as many.
I know a lot about films. Like,
There was a pub quiz that we did. Right? Do you remember this one? And I think it was you, Cadal, Liam, and myself.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Cadal, Liam, and myself
Just
did
sat there
not answer
chatting.
a single. We didn't answer a single question.
They came like second as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like, I have ridiculous like pop culture knowledge, but like anything else, I'm not very good at. Like history, I'm okay. Science, I'm okay. But no, if you give me pop culture, like I'll smash it. That's why I'm good
Yeah.
at the Firebug pub quiz.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
shout out Firebug, man.
Yeah, shout out Firebug. I can't wait to go back there.
Yo, Firebug, we'll give you one of these, bro. It's
Yeah,
okay.
we'll give you a little heart, Firebug.
Yeah.
Imagine if we get someone from Firebug to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know who,
I don't know who works there anymore.
but look, we wouldn't. It's been 6 months.
True. True.
The last one, the last song, Mick Jagger and David Bowie, like dancing in the street because it's fucking cringy as shit. I hate that video. Have you ever seen that video without music? It's fucking hilarious. So yeah,
Mate, I'm just thinking of like other ones now. That as soon as you said Mick Jagger, I was like, who sang that? Moves like Jagger. Who sang that?
that was Maroon 5. And I really like Maroon 5 are a guilty pleasure for me. I think I do actually quite like Maroon 5, but that's pretty cringy.
Yeah, Kylie Minogue is notorious for being my guiltiest pleasure. I hate her.
What is
I
that
hate
song?
her, but I love her so much.
Love at First Sight, absolute
Oh,
banger.
wow.
Remember when you were like filming like a project, and me and you just sat in a car and filmed us you just chatting for like 2 minutes straight, me looking out the window with Love at First Sight playing on the radio.
Those are good times, man. I think I'm like, as soon as this is done, I think I might listen to Love at First Sight. That is a
Do it.
lovely song.
I'm just seeing that my camera is running out of battery, so we'll have to start wrapping up this podcast fairly soon.
You're no fun, bro.
I'm sorry, bro. We'll
I
do
was
another
just-
one in the week. If you're down for it, we'll do another one in the week.
For sure, for sure. I'll be more prepared as well.
Yeah, same. Same. I'll think of actual categories to talk about next time. Just not like make it up as I go.
I do feel like I do like it when it's like nice and fluid, though. You know.
Yeah, well, like it's me and you. It's going to be natural, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, but
I think it gets to a point where I'm just kind of like I forget that we're even
yeah,
like.
I do as well. Like apart from the fact that I'm holding a fucking microphone, but yeah. If there's anything you'd like to say or comment or I don't know, just mention about today's podcast, just leave a like, comment down below, send us a message on Instagram, whatever. But thanks for listening to episode 2 of Not an Original Podcast. It's been fun, Malcolm.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. I love you, bro.
I love you too, man. Peace out. Bye.
Bye.